It's time for the Steve and Kyle podcast. With Steve.
Being bald is possibly the worst thing that anyone could experience
Losing
ever.
your hair would be literally the worst lot in life.
If that was me, I would kill myself.
Pity the fool who has to deal with that poker hand of life.
And Kyle.
Yeah. Just
but
the
no.
one then?
Single piston,
Yeah, of course.
But
of
it
course.
does. It
Keep
does
the
about
fluids up on that thing.
Yeah.
Like your brake and your.
Yep, fully topped off. The thing does about
Does that got
60.
wiper fluid?
No wiper fluid because it does not have a wiper.
Sorry, I mean obviously I don't mean to interrupt.
No, of course not.
Now, here they are, two guys who are living in style, Steve and Kyle.
My God, that was a throwback.
I'm telling you, it's a missed opportunity, Steve. Every time you and I do not finalize the way we could play some form of let's dig through this stupid folder that Kyle has of all of these little bits of audio that I have pulled over the years of us doing that podcast. So,
Yeah, and it's funny too because I'm like, it sounds different based on what studio we were in at the time.
Yeah.
So that first clip, I looked at you, I said, where was this from? And you said, the original APS 1.0 way back
6 years ago.
6 years ago at my old house. Well, Annette's house.
Yeah, you were living as the tenant in the landlord's building.
Living in sin.
Living in sin.
Yeah.
This folder, that again, I know we bring this up a couple of times a year, I do, that I want to play this form of game of guess the context.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to some introductions that are saved in here as well, we're well over 900 audio items.
Wow. We have that much...
well, not necessarily all of them funny.
Just, we have clips.
Yeah, and all
They're not great.
I want to listen to these all the time because there's Kyle Avocado Slime, Kyle Beacon of Failure, Kyle Bellhop Love Song. I remember the context of that one. I would win this game a lot because I'm the one who's
Bellhop Love Song.
I believe that had something to do with you and Annette, you carrying Annette probably across the threshold.
That's right.
Of, oh boy, Steve.
Yeah.
I apologize. I forget where.
Sandals, Jamaica.
Oh my God.
Ocho Rios.
I'm sorry. That's on the eastern side,
that
right?
is incorrect. That is the northern coast
That's right.
of the island of Jamaica.
And Steve Dicky Pipsqueak. It's 6 seconds long.
Dicky Pipsqueak.
Dicky Pipsqueak.
Email that to me immediately.
Yeah, and so we know what it is. Because
we got to play Steve
Dicky Pipsqueak.
Dicky Pipsqueak.
There's a lot of ones. Steve Dick Kyle. Steve Dick Kyle is dumb. Steve didn't date anyone in the clan. I'm glad we have that on record. I just think it would be a nice blast from the past. And I talk about it every time I pull one of those intros together where I've utilized...
If I pass you this cable here...
Yeah, but I don't know if the Think Brick could handle playing audio and having an internet browser open.
You want to give it a whirl?
Yeah, here, let me see if I can...
Because you'll have to plug into USB and then change your output to a Zoom L8 driver.
Boy, you...
Really putting you on the spot.
Well, you're not going to believe this, but I did just lose the piece of audio in this labyrinth of stuff.
Oh, that sounds about right.
I am going to find it. I just don't know if the Think Brick will allow me to find it in the very near future.
Maybe we'll put that on hold.
Steve, I wanted to mention this to you because I'm kind of excited for it.
First of all, this episode is kind of
No.
Oh, I mean, never mind. Let's talk about current events.
It is Saturday or Sunday sometime in June.
May, maybe 2022, the year of our Lord, the Steve and Kyle podcast.
Can't believe the gas prices.
Whew.
And as we always say, how about that weather?
You see what those nutty politicians are up to in Washington? And how about them celebrities? Weird.
Did you see the big game?
Boy, did I. Can't believe that outcome.
Oh, Steve, I just got it. The Think brick has come through.
Do you want this cable?
Yeah, let's plug this baby in.
All right.
Okay, grab the correct cable for sure. Oh, you know, that's braided.
That's braided, yeah.
I mean, we don't mess around here.
Spared no expense.
When it comes to equipment in the APS,
we have some.
There's a bit. Would you like to hear now what Steve Dicky Pipsqueak is from? I don't even have a time frame on this because
you don't have a date.
I transferred computers at some point, so all of the date modifieds show
that
when
date,
I moved them to the new computer, which was 2019.
But you should be able to add the date
created. Correct.
Yeah.
But it only shows them as, the same time, 8/31/2019.
Okay.
Would you like to hear though what we were talking about when you unleashed Steve Dicky Pipsqueak?
Boy. Well, first of all, there's about a 4% chance that this will actually work when you play the audio.
Listen,
this may be the first time we've tried this in 4.0.
No. The Think Brick is we're humming, and we're at like 65%.
Okay,
so that means there's a probably 30% chance this thing's going to fire.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is,
Steve. Now up to bat, Dicky Pipsqueak. 3 murders on the year. Leads the league.
No idea.
So Dicky Pipsqueak was up to bat. He's a baseball player, apparently.
Yeah, in this scenario.
He's a baseball playing murderer with 3 murders on the year. Okay. Hey, that makes complete sense now.
I kind of want to go through. Do we want to hear what Steve and the daughters are?
Steve and the daughters.
I have
Searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they've put 15 more miles behind her.
Oh, yeah, real good in hindsight.
Oh, they would have made it if there wasn't a big wave that hit them.
Boy, if there wasn't a storm, they'd have been in a different area and they wouldn't have died. Thanks, investigators.
Well, if they hadn't gotten on the boat, then they wouldn't have gotten crushed by a wave.
And the daughters.
Because
funny.
it's important.
Still funny.
Because it's important
The daughter.
to make sure you don't sully the good name of the music.
Sure, yeah.
There's one that we just talked about that I do want to hear now. Can we play the bellhop love song?
So this nice bellhop sings you a love song, and in his mind, he's going to close that door, and he's probably going to hear a bra fly across the room, you like kicking your boxers off, out the balcony.
Right.
In actuality, he closes the door. You go. So you want one button on the garage door opener, or
What do you
two?
think those Ryobis are going for these days? Yes. The infamous honeymoon.
Oh my God. Steve, the time Jesus insulted Alfredo's lamb chops.
You can't insult the cook on Easter. That's why Jesus was.
Jesus. Hang on. So the idea.
So the Bible's got it a little bit wrong.
Well, listen, you and I have corrected the Bible many times on this podcast. Going back to, I believe he shot out of that cave like a jetpack.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't expect to find out or to be reminded today that that's the reason he was in that cave was not because of whatever transgressions supposedly took place, but because he insulted the cook's lamb chops.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
why Jesus was.
Jesus Christ in the Bible insulted the cook.
He insulted Alfredo's lamb chops.
Alfredo's lamb chops, and for that reason, as you aptly put it,
Yeah, you got it.
he got okay.
That's the untold story. The true Hollywood
That's right.
story.
That's the true Hollywood story of Jesus. Before he became big or after he became big.
Yeah.
There's one more, and I could do. Listen, I could do this all day.
Yeah.
But
maybe we will.
There's a time.
It's just it's our clip show.
There hasn't been many times where I've been the one to pull the ripcord. So I am curious what this could be.
I am kind of the moral compass of this show.
Somehow. I don't know how that's happened. But, Kyle, you can't make that joke. So me saying you can't make that joke, was that something about I had said and I had immediate regret? Is this something we're going to end up beeping out after I play it? Or did I have to try to rein in old loose cannon Steve across the desk?
Let's see it.
And I want to challenge anybody to up me on this.
Yeah, maybe we'll have like a duel. Like we'll get 2 listeners on at the same time.
I tell you, if you...
if you can get both your other listeners.
Yeah.
Listen,
call in at the same time.
Very offensive.
Listen, I mean, I've seen the download numbers.
Just because it's accurate.
Yeah, I've seen the download numbers. And just because you're closer than I enjoy saying so, doesn't mean you get the right to make that joke.
Oh, not all funny.
Yeah. 2 for 3 ain't bad.
Let me go hit the old delete button on that one.
Who was that?
It must have been a 2 minutes of awkward conversation. Don't worry. We'll never have to hear that again. We're all of our... Yeah, just you and me here.
Yeah, just us.
Were all of those early episodes not funny?
I mean...
I don't want to blow our own minds. Are our current episodes funny?
Define current.
Anyway, here's the start of Black Betty.
Maybe we just get like whoever hosts like This American Life.
Oh yeah,
or the This American Life podcast,
or
the Achievement Award.
The guys who do Radio Lab, like the NPR podcast. It's Robert Krulwich, and then the other guy's name is like Jab Ab and Rab or something.
Okay, it sounds like that sounds like the start of Black Betty.
Oh, Jab Ab and Rab and Rab.
Oh, Jab Ab and Jab and Rab.
We're good. We're right back, baby.
We made it.
We had the turd.
Look, yeah. Every rule has an exception.
I am thrilled because I thought, boy, if I do 2 in a row that suck, we're going to reevaluate this 6-year adventure.
Whoa, Black Betty,
jab and rab. Whoa, Black Betty, jab and rab, jab and rab, jab. Oh, anyway, let's flash back to the time that Steve insulted someone by calling them gutter people.
The rich man fell in love with the gutter people. No?
Okay.
Am I off?
So, if you're in the service industry, it's important to recognize what Steve now thinks of you. This is weeks after a slip of the tongue that he wouldn't mingle with the poor people of Jamaica. And now he's calling maids and service people, they're gutter people.
That does not.
This happens occasionally.
Does not present me in a positive light.
It seems like apparently sometimes, and they've been very infrequent, I have to then reel the old jokesman in.
Yeah.
The guy who can't help himself from us apparently insulting poor Jamaican.
Mm-hmm. Not proud of this. Not proud. It was a different time. Different time in my life.
Oh, man. This has to do something, Steve, with your giveaways, which, I mean, it's summertime, so would you call springtime giveaway season? Like Facebook Marketplace giveaway season?
Of course.
When you're out there, you're kind of...
Spring cleaning.
Yeah, so that's
spring
when
cleaning, summer, just trying to thin the herd.
Yeah, and that's when you're out there, you're like, well, it's time to give away this crap.
Mm-hmm.
Time to find a few suckers. We play the theme music, find someone. This is the time, so you tried to give away your shed.
I sent the guy that link. I said, yeah, this is kind of what we're looking for.
With the price and everything.
With the price
included.
and everything.
Yeah. Boy, hard to see why last guy didn't show up.
I didn't do that with him, though.
Oh, you played nice with the last guy, and he didn't show, so you decided to
take it out on this guy.
Tighten the screws down on this new guy.
You don't just hit delete on that one, too.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Okay.
And then, this is the last one we'll do today, but I do want to bring this back in some form. But I need to know, Steve, who you were referring.
3 for 6.
Not bad. I need to know who you were referring to It's Fudgy McDaniel.
A great game.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Quarterback, Fudgy McDaniel.
So an obese man?
No, very skinny.
Oh,
very skinny.
His parents named him Fudgy.
Yeah. Oh, it's his nickname.
Oh.
Yeah.
His real name is Pudgy.
No, Fudgeton. Come on, idiot.
We're back, baby.
And on a high note. Fudgeton.
That's right. Fudgeton McDaniel. No idea what that was in reference to.
Doesn't matter.
I do love a trip down memory lane.
God, I love it. Oh, I love it.
Speaking of memory lane.
Yeah.
I'm glad this just jogged my memory. Because I think I'm about to return to the scene of one of your and I would argue, one of the highlights of this very podcast that we have done.
Van Wert?
Just past Van Wert.
Just past Van Wert.
Our second finest achievement past outside of Van Wert.
Oh, are you going back to Boston?
Steve, the return voyage is happening.
Really?
I think Katie
12
and
hours?
boy, that would be a nice vacation. Wake up
Saturday.
3 in the morning.
Be back Sunday.
Even in hindsight, think of how stupid that was, right? To where we both woke up at the 3 a.m. hour
I
to
think we had, a 7 a.m. flight?
yeah, to commute to Detroit, 3 hours away, 2.5 hours away,
Yeah.
to then fly on a budget airline.
Yeah, we flew direct. We were in Boston by probably 9:30 in the morning.
We were there early in the morning. I don't even remember. Did we didn't go eat breakfast. We ended up being able, though, to burn a couple of hours in Boston at the, I forget what the Botanical Garden or the Common area, whatever it is. And I love the area. I could go back because I love history. I think everybody says when you enter, fatherhood and you start entering that old age, I have a theory that you become one of two things. You become history guy, right? You're like, hey, Civil War, Revolution, World War II, whatever. Or you become smoker guy.
Boy, I don't fit into either of those.
Well, you're not there. A lot of people hit it differently. You just turned 41.
Yeah.
Congratulations, officially in your mid-30s.
Oh, thank you very much. Can't be said enough.
And you're telling me that neither of those, you don't fit in either of those?
History guy or smoker? You mean like
meat smoker?
Meat smoker. Definitely. I'm closer to meat smoker than I would be to history guy.
Have you been one of those guys at the big box hardware stores?
Yes.
Where you're walking by and they've got the rows and rows of grills, right?
Yes.
And you're looking, you're like, hey, there's that one. That's fine, right? It's $400, $300, and it's got 2 or 3 burners, and it's got temperature on the front, whatever. It's fine. It's propane. It's everything that I would probably need, right?
Yep.
But what about this one next to it? It's double that, but it's got a whole separate flute. Almost like 1800s England.
No, the one that I want, like the custom one where you have to like build with stones, and then you have like it looks like a commercial grill insert. Obviously, all hard lined with. I'm not messing with a propane tank. I want.
Well, for your smoker, it wouldn't be because it would be a 2-in-1, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have your grill and then
all.
your smoker side.
I want it all. The only thing keeping me from getting a smoker, honestly, is I'm impatient.
Oh, okay.
So when I want to eat, I want to eat. I want no more than 20 minutes of prep time.
Don't blame you. To me, that's the only thing. I will happily go pay at a restaurant for smoked food.
I don't want to have to get up early.
You are
to start preparing dinner.
I give my brother nothing but grief because I'm smoking this week. I said, okay, enjoy. Waking up. Yeah, but he's turned into like Mr. Smoker Guy, right? So he's got the Wi-Fi temperature thing on his hooks to his phone.
I think that's kind of cheating.
I think you're losing the art of smoking if you've got
technology.
14. There's more wires on this meat than I had when I was in for my heart boo-boo. Okay, and he's checking it on his phone, which is just absurd.
Is he getting notifications like, hey, you just went from medium rare to rare.
Yeah, your meat's too hot. Like, okay, what did you just go open the lid? I scrape a few
on
wood
second
chips?
thought, smoker guy is an idiot. All of them. No offense.
course. I didn't hear any offense. I wonder what you would think then, and this will come as no surprise to you from the interactions and where he lives. My good friend Chris, UP Chris, who has invited us up for...
I bet he probably smokes bear.
He's got a smoke. He does smoke. He does smoke food. Mm-hmm. In a gigantic bucket or a barrel.
Okay. So like an old 55-gallon drum?
Yeah. Really fits in the UP.
Yeah,
probably
definitely.
Walk out the back deck in the Crocs, go kick the barrel or something. I mean, it's not like you have temperature adjustment.
Right.
What do you do? Lift the edge so some smoke can get out for a minute?
I guess. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
No. Smoker guy is an idiot. I agree.
Smoker guy.
So what do I need to do then? Get you like... to get World War, you're just sitting here on a Tuesday afternoon watching World War II documentaries with a glass of scotch.
No, I think that I think there's a third I think there might be a fourth category too.
Because I'm always open for expansion.
Because you have history guy, smoker guy. Mm-hmm. There's obviously the sports guy,
but I don't think you get into sports as a middle-aged thing, right? Because this is that bridge to where you're like, where when you look back, you say, "Oh yeah, I'm old now." I'm older.
Yeah,
because
you're right. Because I was going to say sports guy and then I was going to say car guy, but most of those you're into from an earlier age.
I'm willing to have this discussion on car guy.
Okay.
Because what is the clientele you see floating around in a Corvette?
Yeah, it's all old guys.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And
it's like they're finally at the point where, I think those guys get a lot of grief unfairly because they're like, oh, midlife crisis.
Right.
Like, no, I can finally
it's when they can afford it. Yeah. I finally paid off my 30-year mortgage in 20 years.
Yeah, I don't have student loans from a college that doesn't exist anymore.
I think there's a lot to be said about that aspect of car guy being your sign that you have now entered that portion of your life.
Yeah.
And it's funny to me that they finally get the sports car they've wanted since they were 16, right? And when you're 16, you don't care.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, yeah, you don't think of your 1970 whatever Mustang, Camaro, whatever, as the hot rod that you may when you're 55 or 60.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then they get it back or they buy a similar version or build one up themselves and they go drive on the highway at 45 miles an hour and get off after one exit.
Yeah, exactly. And then spend the next 12 hours detailing it.
That's right.
You got like 2 dead bugs on the front of it.
Do you think that will be you? Are you going to... Because up until this point, I mean, your car history that we've discussed on here is 1986 Pontiac 6000 with the Calvin peeing on a Ford or Chevy logo on the back window.
Just recently.
Yes.
Let's see. I followed that up with a string of Ford Rangers.
That's right. Yes.
I had
the most Ford Rangers any man's ever owned.
Had an 86, a 93, a 94, a 98. I think that's it. Yeah.
Nice set of trucks.
Nice set of trucks. Had a red one. Had a blue one. Had a black one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another blue one.
Now, I've talked to you about when I retire or when I get to that, if I ever enter car phase of my life, which again, I'm in my late 20s, early 30s. It doesn't feel like it to me.
You're going to get the Prowler, right? You're finally
that would be it.
The purple Prowler.
If I entered car guy phase of old age, it would have that's the car for me.
So you'll put the top down, let the wind blow through your hair, and by hair I mean one singular hair.
No, Steve. Because at that point I'll be either retired or close to it. Because I can afford that baby. I'll have ponied up.
Are you going to do it?
The 5 figures at that point to get a head of hair in my 50s. Right?
That's weird. Kyle's been bald for 25 years.
And then I wave my head side to side, and I go, what are you talking about? I've had this mane since I was a teenager.
It's like a completely different color.
Yeah. It's going to be like a bright yellow with the poly walnut streak on the side.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Nope.
Nothing at all.
Nice look with the blonde hair. And I'm gonna tie it back because when I'm cruising the boardwalk, checking out babes in my Prowler.
You're going to be driving the Prowler on the boardwalk.
I ride on it, man.
Sir, it specifically says no vehicles, no motorized vehicles on the boardwalk.
People diving over the railing into the lake to get out of the way of this 99 Prowler being driven by an Alzheimer's-ridden 50-something with jet yellow hair tied behind his head.
Yeah.
Sunglasses on, slowly pulling over. What are you talking about, officer? I'm just checking out the babes on the boardwalk.
Babes and boards, man. You know how it rolls.
Got my longboard in the back. Gonna go tear some Crete.
Tear some Crete.
Yeah, you tear up the concrete.
Yeah, concrete.
That's what the longboarders call it. Can another digression here?
Yeah.
Can we agree that, anything after 25 is longboard retirement territory?
Yeah, probably.
I think it's time to hang it up. I mean, I think you have to upgrade from manual movement to something like a scoot.
Yeah.
Do you? I mean, and again, we are way off track here.
We are so far off track. And I actually teased in the last episode.
Yes, that's right.
One of the past episodes recently that I have a possible scoot teaser for you.
Know, and I hope someday we can if you can bring it on air.
Maybe.
Because
maybe.
I
don't know.
There's so many secrets you're keeping lately. It's I can't go in the garage for the past 7 months.
You can't go in the garage. When was the last time you were in the garage?
It must have been before. I mean, it was before Christmas. It was early winter, I would guess. It's the last time I probably saw the Comanche and the inside of the garage. You missed the scoot though. Because the last few years, you didn't have it many years. You had it probably 2 or 3 years.
2 years, I think.
And that last year, you didn't ride it hardly at all, right?
I was scooting a bit, but not a lot.
The memory that I believe is in my head is of you driving somewhere in the rain, then getting stuck or something like that.
Stuck somewhere in the rain on the scoot, and I had to sit under a gas station awning for about an hour, and I was like a mile from the house.
You were not that far away.
Nope.
But anyway,
the old Tao racer. Loved it.
It wasn't. You made me ride it once. I was terrified the whole way.
Oh, that's right. Didn't
that video is on our social
somewhere.
Media somewhere. We'll see if we can plug that and push it back to the top of our timeline on Twitter and Facebook and the YouTube channel. But yeah, that's out there. God. And I was terrified. Terrified.
Yeah.
But we digress. I will be making, I believe, a return voyage to the city of Boston, the site of our very first
brotherly love.
That's right, the Windy City, Steve. The Magic City, the city that never sleeps, the Big Apple on a Hill is what it's referred to.
Yes. The City of Angels.
And I can't wait because I am a history guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you are.
I have been
By the way, we got to get a new shock mount for your mic. It's driving me insane. It's driving me absolutely insane every time I hear.
Oh, I can't hear it.
Go ahead, do it.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
Just rest my hand right on it. Keep that.
Maybe just don't.
Hang on. No, I got it right here. See, you didn't hear that one.
Maybe just leave it alone.
No, hang on. See,
boy,
that better?
No.
Hang on, let me tighten it.
Yeah, oh boy, that
did it. Hang on, let me try. So this is the final one.
Yeah, it only thudded once.
Because I've been history guy. I've been fascinated by the American Revolution, the Civil War for a long time.
Snooze.
One of my favorite vacation destinations and places to visit is Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Absolutely adore it there.
Lots of death.
So very true.
A lot of death.
So
brother
Boston
fighting brother.
That's right. The blue coats, the gray coats, family versus family.
Learned a lot about Gettysburg from Remember the Titans.
That's right. Old coach preaching as they just jogged into a cemetery. None of them had any idea where they were.
Which seemed like it was an obscene distance. Like,
I forget
like they
exactly
ran
where
like
the school.
100 miles.
Did they run 4 Ironmans at midnight to get there by the dusk or dawn? But Boston, so for Boston, for me, is kind of one of the pinnacles of that. It's Boston, it's Philadelphia, it's that eastern seaboard where a lot of the early country was built and created with,
And just to walk by, hey, this is the spot where this happened, whatever. I love that stuff.
Paul Revere and
That's right.
Midnight Ride.
And when you and I were there, we didn't quite have the time built in.
Yeah, it was a 12-hour trip. Well, 12 hours on the ground.
Right.
And then back.
And then a 3-hour drive.
3-hour drive where we stopped and I threw up.
Maybe one or two too many cannolis.
It was cannoli.
And then beer.
Like Slim Jims.
That's right.
I remember barfing them up.
And then we did mix it in with a tour of a brewery.
Tour of a brewery. We went to the Cheers bar.
That's right. And then we went to the Goodwill Hunting Bar.
Goodwill Hunting Bar. Man, we had a blast. But you know something? If we're going to talk Boston, should we do...
What? You get out of here. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Hang on. Somewhere on this think brick. Spoiler alert. I swear.
Didn't we have a version that said
I thought
trivia?
Yes.
Well,
It has been. Hang on. I think I found the spreadsheet.
Found the last time we did it?
It has been since. Do you have a guess?
2018.
November 12th, 2019.
Wow.
That was the second time we did it in 2019.
It doesn't seem like it's that long ago.
2.5 years.
I felt like it would be a lot longer than that.
That was the second time we'd done it in 2019. We did it in June 2019. That was the first time in 6 months, going back to November of 2018.
All right, so we're gonna do Cheers trivia. I do not remember how we used to do this. Side note,
do you have the cards?
Have no idea where the cards are. So give me 1 minute.
Yeah, something I brought over here and added to the podcast collection so we could use and. See, it's just gone, huh? Okay. And
not a problem, though. Not a problem. I have
a
website here that has multiple choice Cheers trivia questions. The problem is I don't know the answers, so we may have to actually click and eliminate. And but there is a button where I can give you hints if you're having trouble.
No hints, Steve. That's not the way we've played Cheers trivia. Okay. The form we've played Cheers trivia.
Okay.
It looks like there was 3 questions you would give me, and if I got a question correct with, I'm sorry, points? You may have been right. There may have been.
Yeah. It was 3 of you got it correct, unhelped. Unhelped.
That's because it was multiple choice questions on the cards.
Yeah.
So now that I remember this, you would ask a question, Fraser, Cliff, Norm were the options, whatever. And then I would try to answer it with no help.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I got it with you giving me the multiple choice options, I would then get, I believe, 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I would get 2 points or maybe 3 points. Either way. We'll figure out if I get any right.
Yeah.
Because I am currently dating back 3 years on an 0 for 5 stretch.
Okay.
Now, granted, that's only 2 games.
Now, the reason, if you're hopping onto this podcast a little bit late, the reason that we're doing this is because in 2017, when you tore your ACL.
Achilles.
Or tore your Achilles.
Correct.
You had a lot of downtime.
Yes.
And you watched 250 episodes?
270 half-hour episodes of the American seminal comedy Cheers.
Okay. So you then, at that point, deemed that you were an authority on the show.
Yes.
So we started doing a trivia contest from time to time.
Yep. That lasted about 8 times until we started forgetting about it, and now we've officially lost.
5 years later.
The cards.
Bringing it back. Okay. I have a question right here. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this. Oh, I'm so excited right now. Nervous.
In episode 8
great.
of season 7, Woody, Cliff, and Norm decided to go skydiving after watching a particularly inspiring action movie. Can you name the movie whose theme they entered the bar humming? So this was it. Okay, so if you get it right, you get 3 points. Mm-hmm. If I have to list them, you only get...
I get 1, I believe. Let me tell you this. I don't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going off a guess based on timeline. Season 7 would have been near the end of the show.
By the way, I clicked the hint button. It doesn't actually give hints. It just crosses out 2 of the possible answers.
Great news. So, Steve, I think I'm going to shoot the moon here. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to guess without any of the answers.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Point Break?
Incorrect.
Do you get the buzzer anywhere?
Nah.
Yeah, just hit one of those. Just hit one of them. It'll work. It'll make sense, I'm sure. So that's correct.
No, that's incorrect.
Oh, that's incorrect. That's correct.
Okay, would you like me to list the 4 possible answers?
Yeah, so this is an offer, no matter what, but I would be curious on the possibilities, Steve.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Mm-hmm.
B is Westworld.
Mm-hmm.
C is The Dirty Dozen.
Mm-hmm.
D, The Magnificent Seven.
Okay, so I think it's one of the Westerns there. Don't remember John Wayne skydiving.
I don't know.
I don't have another guess.
What do you mean you don't have another guess? Just guess one of them.
The Dirty Dozen. Is that a real action movie? Hey!
No, that's incorrect. Correct answer. The Magnificent Seven.
Well, 0 for 1. But you know what? I'm happy with my thought process there.
Question number 2. Cheers had a wooden Indian statue standing at the front door.
So it did.
What name did the statue share with a famous Native American war chief and was also William Sherman's middle name?
Steve, I know this answer. I don't need the options. Oh, boy. The Native American statue's name was Tecumseh.
I guess. I clicked it, and it doesn't tell me if it's right or wrong. I think we have to go through this entire quiz. Oh. Hold on. How would you feel about doing 10 questions?
Oh, an extended Cheers trivia, you say?
Yeah, well, we got to make up for lost time. Okay, Okay, in episode 22 of season 8, Woody revealed his middle name. What middle name was shared by Woody and Captain James Kirk that was also the name of a Roman emperor?
These ones I actually know, and I remember this.
Okay.
Woody's middle name is Tiberius.
Question number 2. After Nicholas Colasanto, who played Coach, passed away at the end of season 3, a photo of which Native American leader was kept on the set in remembrance of him?
I don't know.
Time's a ticking.
Native American leader. You want to just go through like your list of favorite Native American leaders, or?
I got 4 here.
You know what? Give me 4. Thank you.
Was it Montezuma, Crazy Horse, Geronimo, or Red Cloud?
I'm gonna go with Crazy Horse.
Okay. We already did question 3. We already did question 4. Question 5. In episode 12 of season 7, Cliff revealed the song that he considered the most moving song of all time. What patriotic song was this? That topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 weeks in 1966.
66 most patriotic song. I don't have a guess. I would like the options.
Was it When Johnny Comes Marching Home?
Mm-hmm.
Ballad of the Green Berets?
Mm-hmm.
Battle Hymn of the Republic?
Mm-hmm.
Last Train to Clarksville?
Let's go Last Train to Clarksville. I believe that would be the less...
Question number 6. Throughout the series, Carla was obsessed with which hip swiveling singer?
Steve, that's Elvis.
Question number 7. In episode 19 of season 9, Norm's real first name was revealed. What name did he share with a U.S. Secretary of State and a U.S. First Lady?
Right. I'm going to ask for the options, but I want it on the record that I believe it's Madeline.
Okay, the options are Madeline, Barbara, Hillary, or Warren.
It's Madeline.
Question number 8. During the run of the show, there was one song that made Rebecca's knees turn to butter, in quotes, and the singer made several appearances on the show because of it. Which song was it?
Oh, man. What was the guy they dated? I need the names.
Was it I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles?
No.
Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers? You've Lost That Love and Feeling by the Righteous Brothers? Or In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins?
Can you read the options one more time?
I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers.
Unchained Melody.
Okay, question number 9. Oh, boy, just 2 left. One of the main actors on the show had his or her real-life father play a background role.
Rhea Perlman. It's Carla. Okay. Next. I'm a Cheers champion, Steve.
In episode 7 of season 9, after spending the day in the bar with his father, Frasier, 11-month-old Frederick, spoke his first word. What was his first word?
Norm.
Submit my answers. Are you ready?
Oh, Steve, it's been 3 years. I think I crushed this.
Okay. In episode 22 of season 8, Woody revealed his middle name.
Yep.
What was his middle name? Blah, blah, blah. Your answer was Tiberius?
Yes.
That is correct.
Yes. Okay, so that's 3 points. That is 3 points.
After Coach passed away at the end of season 3, a photo of which Native American leader was kept on the set in remembrance of him? You said Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. It was Geronimo. In episode 8 of season 7, Woody, Cliff, and Norm decide to go skydiving after watching what particularly inspiring action movie?
I already got that one wrong. That was Magnificent 7. I guess Dirty Dozen.
It was the Magnificent 7. Number 4, Cheers had a wooden Indian statue standing at the front door. What was the name of the statue? Tecumseh.
Tecumseh was
Correct.
the answer. Yeah.
In episode 12 of season 7, Cliff revealed the song that he considered the most moving song of all time. What patriotic song?
Yeah, I guessed Last Train to Clarksville.
And it was not that. It was Battle of the Green Berets.
Okay.
Throughout the series, Carla was obsessed with which hip-swiveling singer?
Elvis.
Elvis, of course. In episode 19 of season 9, Norm's first name was revealed. What name did he share with U.S.
Madeline.
Secretary of State? Your answer was Madeline. Incorrect.
Come on!
Hillary.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, who would have guessed?
Norm's real first name was Hillary.
How did I miss that? That feels like a big one that I should have gotten. I'm embarrassed.
During the run of the show, there was one song that made Rebecca's, quote, knees turn to butter, quote, and the singer made several appearances on the show because of it. Which song was it? You said Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers.
Yeah.
Correct artist, wrong song. It's You've Lost That Love and Feeling by the Righteous Brothers.
Come on.
Number 9. One of the main actors on the show had his or her real-life father play a background role. Phil on the show for 7 seasons. Correct. Rhea Perlman. And number 10. In episode 7 of season 9, after spending the day in the bar with his father, Frasier, 11-month-old Frederick spoke his first word. What was his first word? Norm. You got 6 out of 10. No,
4
out of.
I only show 4.
You got Norm.
Norm.
You got Rhea Perlman.
Mm-hmm.
You got Elvis.
Mm-hmm. Tiberius.
Hold on. Tecumseh.
Oh, okay.
That's 4. You got the Magnificent 7 wrong. You got Geronimo wrong. Tiberius. Yeah, you got 5.
5 out of... Hey, that's 50% after a 2.5-year layoff of not having seen this show. Way more than that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
since
5
not
years.
seeing... Yeah, 5 years since seeing the show.
All right. So let's add that to the registry.
I have the total, Steve. That helped me a ton. Before
now, some of them you only get partial points for, I think.
Right. The point total, and I'll read it all right here. So the updated total on questions, I am 20 out of 37.
Ooh,
total?
Not good.
It's not bad. I mean, it's over, 50%.
Nope.
20 out of 37 is. I'm over 50%.
Yeah, just barely. Yeah. Just barely.
Sneaking through. 36 total points, though, which means I am nailing these ones without using the options.
Not bad at all.
Oh, well, that was an absolute delight to be able to bring that back, Steve, and do that. Oh, and I will save this, and then we'll see it again in 2025.
All right. Can't wait.
I mean, should we play the music on the outside too?
Did we used to do that?
I don't remember what we used to do. I'm pretty sure we have the wrong music here. I guess that was Cheers Chat, which we would do as I binged my way through the entire series. Mm-hmm. Do that on a much more brief method than you would do your Marvel movie reviews.
You know something? Let's do it.
People all know the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I should say trivia. I feel like
we'll fix it for the next time.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post.
Boy, we are...
Oh my God! Well, some tech difficulties. That counter didn't fully reset where it's supposed to.
A couple minutes off, but we're up against it though, aren't we?
Yeah, Steve. I need to tell you before we get out of here.
What's that?
Congratulations!
Oh, thank you, Campy said it
on the recent birth.
Thank you
of your second
child.
Was that a girl or a boy?
That was a boy.
Okay, and listen. Now, we're here. Mm-hmm. It's time.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the perfect moment to reveal the name of your second born, your first son.
Second child, the one that will continue the lineage.
That's right. I mean, Brother Mike got there first to be able to continue the family name, but you're still showing up, I guess. Appreciate you. Throwing an extra one in the bucket for some reason. Already had two, but...
Yeah, well.
So are you ready to unveil the name?
Absolutely.
Of your second born, your first son of the Steve name.
Yes. His name is... Kevin MacLeod Jr.
Destined to start a failed band where he kicks out the MacLeods and then live a happy life making royalty-free music for the masses. Yeah. Thank you, Kevin MacLeod Jr. McKiernan. Your legacy is cemented and safe here.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's not traditional to name somebody Junior after
someone else's name. Well, listen, it's 2022. We're lucky we don't have an X and a Z in this thing's name.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, we appreciate you listening to this episode at Steve and Kyle, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We had posted recently the update on the sticker wall.
That's right. Please.
If you want the address? Yeah. It's in the caption of that post.
Yeah.
Always appreciate that. Looking forward to getting that whole wall filled. Mm-hmm. Looks beautiful.
We did kind of get sidetracked. Any fun things going on with the newborn around home? Or?
Oh, boy. Kids.
Oh, they say the darndest things.
Yeah, he's already talking. Walking and talking.
Walking around, slicking his hair back, yelling gabagool.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Talking about you got to go see his guma. Got a meeting in the city.
Yeah. Working with the other trash men.
Gonna go eat some pork rolls. That's right. Your newborn son is a mobster.
Yeah.
With a guma. That's slick back hair.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Week old.
What are you going to do if this thing has bad hair? Because that would really smite the family name, wouldn't it?
This thing. That's my son you're speaking of.
Oh, I apologize.
Who has been born.
What are you going to do if Kevin MacLeod Jr. McKiernan doesn't have a good head of hair? What if he's got Kevin MacLeod hair?
Oh, not good.
Not good.
I mean, as we've talked about many times, no one loves a bald person.
No. Just unlovable, virgin loser idiots. That would really fly in the face of the Steve family hair history.
Yeah.
You and Brother Mike, full heads.
Yeah.
Well into your mid-30s.
Yep. Well, we got to wrap this up now.
And then that little bastard comes along.
Music's about to run out. Talk to you next week.
Wait, I've got more questions.